Manny's a generational talented fighter. Like, he's accomplished what no other fighter is ever going to accomplish. Again, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own.
Watching Floyd fight is actually more my style of that perfect boxer. That's when I do a pound for pound ranking. I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
Hard work first. Do it quick. Your mind, your heart, your focus. Let's go.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. acknowledges that while speed may decline over time, his power, skill, and legacy remain unmatched, keeping the possibility of victory very much alive.
You may lose speed, you may lose athleticism, but that power gonna still be there. Look at George Foreman.
Right.
Max Kellerman praises Manny Pacquiao, stating that his career achievements surpassed those of Floyd Mayweather Jr., and highlighting how impressively he performed even after years away from the ring.
Isn't going broke. Right. If he is, that he makes all the money in the world for a Pacquiao fight and rides off into the sunset a rich man, I wish him the best.
I want to fight somebody. I don't care about the money and all that.
Who you want him to fight?
That's not good with Pacquiao. Pacquiao just drew with Barrios.
And you see what he look like?
Yeah, because they're not on that level anymore.
What do you think's going to happen here, though? What do we think's going to happen in Mayweather-Pacquiao? Are you interested in it? Is it a good fight?
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
Nicholas Irving points out that a fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao today would generate minimal fan interest, as the excitement for this matchup peaked more than a decade ago.
Today is his birthday. He just turned 49.
Okay. I mean, granted, Pacquiao and Floyd are still better than a lot of fighters out that are active right now. That's how good they were in their prime, and that's the dedication they had to the sport. But, like, again, no one asked for a Floyd-Pacquiao fight, part 2. We've already watched the first one, and I think that first one should have happened way before in his career. Way before that fight, back when they were both, hungry dogs and not hopping around trying to this fight to keep a whatever record. Pacquiao's my guy too, but I just don't have a desire to watch these two go back at it again. I saw the first one, and it was just like every other Floyd fight after he broke his hand.
Joe Rogan tells Jim Lampley that Manny Pacquiao possesses unmatched power, having dominated across 8 weight classes with a uniquely remarkable record.
Kept his power through 8 weight classes. That is just wild. Like, what other fighter can you name that went through 8 different weight classes as a world champion?
I can't. None. No. Obvious.
Jim Lampley explains that power punching is a science, and Manny Pacquiao naturally exhibits it with incredible precision and efficiency.
Power punching is not a physical gift. Power punching is a science. Power punching is the product of real technical knowledge. Power punching is about footwork, weight shift, the angle at which you deliver the punch, all sorts of things not directly related to your strength or quote.
Even at his current age, Manny Pacquiao remains determined and strong, believing that boxing depends more on desire, skill, and dedication than on age alone.
Boxing for 4 years. It's good for me, for my body, because I've been I started boxing when I was young, so good for my body to rest for 4 years, and then now I come back. I feel like I'm, the passion, the fire in my eyes, to work hard, like that, is still there.
Training and returning to boxing revitalizes Manny Pacquiao, enhancing his confidence, sharpening his focus, and restoring his overall sense of purpose.
Good thing for me that I have rest. I have time to rest for the longest time in my career. It help a lot for my body and my mind, relaxing. And this time around, I'm so excited and feeling like I'm young.
Do you feel you have something to prove in this fight, Manny? I know you've accomplished so much, but do you feel you personally, you want to show something to the world or prove something?
Oh yeah, it's a challenge that they might think that oh, Manny's career is over and he's old like that. So something wrong that I need to prove it, and I'm not.
As Manny's trainer, Freddie Roach believes Manny Pacquiao could defeat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in a rematch and finally reveal what he was unable to show in their first fight due to certain circumstances.
He'd turn back the clock maybe 5 years. It looked like he was quicker, sharper, more explosive than I've seen him since pre-Floyd Mayweather fight.
I do agree with you, and he gave up his killer instinct a lot by he didn't want to hurt his opponents, and all he had to do was beat them. And after losing a couple bad decisions, that kind of went away a little.
So did you see a little more killer instinct?
Definitely, yeah. In this training camp, it was. Even in his last fight, it was a little more. He's shown a little bit more each fight, and then...
Manny Pacquiao fully immerses himself in boxing, stating that his complete focus is now on the sport, leaving all distractions behind.
I miss the sport I love since when I was young. And after, but it's good for me because when I rest 4 years, like my body is still okay, and then I keep on, even though I hung up my gloves, but I always work out, playing basketball.
Oh, you do still?
Yeah, work out, playing basketball, gym, and badminton, like that. So because my house is I have my own gym, so
that's good.
I can work out basketball, badminton, like that, doing like that.
But what did Freddie Roach say when you called him and said, Freddie, we're gonna fight again? What did he say to you? Remember?
Yeah, he's happy. He's just observing me, and then he saw my speed, my movement.
Manny Pacquiao displays remarkable speed in training camp, moving with precision and agility while showcasing his sharp reflexes and explosive boxing ability.
Samahan natin sa laban niya.
Ang isang nag-undergo ng training ay hindi lamang po ito para sa ibang tao o para sa kanino lang, kundi para din sa ating sarili. We undergo training because we want to learn more and we want to improve ourselves.
Manny Pacquiao enters training with full determination, prepared to face Floyd Mayweather Jr. once again. This time, he is completely focused on preparation, leaving behind past distractions, injuries, and setbacks. Every punch, movement, and drill is intentional, building both speed and power while maintaining control and precision. He trains with discipline, refining his timing, footwork, and strategy to ensure peak performance without unnecessary risk. Manny's mindset is clear. This rematch is about skill, focus, and execution. Fully committed, he approaches each day with intensity, ready to give his best while protecting his body and legacy.
It comes to my mind, my heart, like, I'm busy, I'm tired. Then, forget about boxing. Yeah, right? But as long as you have passion, dedication, yes, of course. But look at your body also. Sometimes your mind is active, but your body
Mine stopped a long time ago.
So that's why I'm trying.
Nicholas Irving explains that if a fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. were truly meant to happen, it would have taken place over a decade ago. He emphasizes that around 11 years ago, both fighters were in their prime and the boxing world was fully invested in the matchup, yet the fight did not materialize at that time. Now, more than a decade later, interest has significantly declined. According to Irving, the renewed push for a rematch appears more like an effort to create a spectacle for fans rather than a meaningful contest between prime competitors. He believes this timing reduces the authenticity of the matchup, making it feel more like a commercial event than a historically significant fight.
Just, beating up, Mike Tyson and the whole Pacquiao thing, just like no one asked for it.
No, and in terms of the Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight, I'm with you, and I am a boxing fan when they fought the first time, it was 5 years too late.
Exactly.
It's been 11 years since that first fight.
Damn. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like a legit 11 year. I think they fought somewhere 2016,
Yeah.
maybe 2015, 2016. This is the fight nobody asked for.
Yeah.
You know, and if y'all didn't make that fight worth watching when you were 11 years young.
Sean Porter recently shared his perspective on a potential matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr., emphasizing that Manny taking this fight does not hold the same significance as it might seem. According to Porter, the main motivation behind Mayweather stepping back into the ring is financial. He explains that Floyd's persona throughout his career has revolved around wealth, luxury, and living life on his own terms, including private jets, extravagant purchases, and high-profile events. Porter notes that many of Mayweather's major career decisions have been driven more by maximizing earnings than by pure competition or legacy.
Fighter retire and then come back. Don't jump to the conclusion that that fighter is broke. Don't jump to the conclusion that that fighter don't know what else to do with their lives. Understand that that fighter has put in countless hours and days and years, upwards to the 30 and 40. And when that person says, I'm going back to work, that's essentially what they're doing. They're just going back to work. Can't be too mad at it.
I think the main thing, I don't know how much people are mad and hate Manny, but Floyd's whole persona was, I print money. I'm bigger than the dollar.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Floyd Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
I got a private jet. I got a house here, mansion here. Everything was money, 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 money. And people watched Floyd for majority of his career for him to lose.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you lost all that money. People just want to see him Floyd lose because of the persona he built up.
Sean Porter further explains that a true rematch with Manny Pacquiao was never part of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s plan. After their first fight, Floyd showed he had decisively beaten Pacquiao and moved on without leaving room for a return bout. Porter suggests that the idea of a new fight is less about proving superiority and more about generating revenue, attracting fans, and capitalizing on the lingering curiosity surrounding their rivalry. While Manny's involvement may excite audiences, the underlying motivation, according to Porter, is rooted in Mayweather's business-driven mindset and desire to maintain financial control.
He's forced, at almost 50 years old, to come out of retirement to jeopardize his own, which he never really wanted to jeopardize. He never wanted to give Pacquiao his rematch. I beat him.
Yeah.
I walked away in his mind and with a record to back it up. You know, it's an art. He has a seat at the table of the greatest who ever did it. I don't think he ever wanted to jeopardize it. And so if you're coming back having to jeopardize it when you didn't really want to, and people could argue it's not jeopardized, he'll always beat Pacquiao 7 days a week and all that. That's a different dynamic.
I don't think a rematch was needed at the time either.
Well, it's not needed now.
Yeah, but that back then,
Yeah, it's not needed now. So I think there's a difference though between, I'm fighting for money. Yes, I'm still in my prime or close to it. I can still operate at the highest level, and I'm coming back because I owe people money and I need to.
Meanwhile, Pauli Malignaggi and Chris Algieri analyze Manny Pacquiao's power and technique, noting that even at 47, his punches still carry significant impact. Malignaggi emphasizes that Pacquiao's punches feel like bricks, combining speed with force. He explains that while many fighters rely purely on speed, Pacquiao adds sharp snap, making his punches effective despite his age. Both analysts reflect on his performance against Mario Barrios, noting that after a 4.5-year layoff, he still threw punches with authority. Although the explosive snap from his prime had slightly declined, Malignaggi points out that Barrios' limited reactions and positional style made him an easier target for Pacquiao.
Pacquiao's bricks in his gloves, like they're just
He was
hard.
different at 47, even at 40, he had that snap.
I know the snap. The difference is. So I always said this about Pacquiao. But like, how's he punch? I mean, I'll make you punch is good. He's very, very fast, but also at the end of that is a brick. Because you can be really fast, you hit somebody with a feather, it's not, it'll get you reacted. No, he hits you, it's like, boom, whoa. And again, I'm not the only person who says it. Thurman said the same thing. Another guy that he fought way older and at 147.
But it wasn't the Pacquiao that, again, the way he looked against Barrios was very different, man. He was pushing his punch. I never saw him push out punches because he couldn't generate the speed and the snap.
Also never saw him at their form.
Chris Algieri and Pauli Malignaggi also discuss how age affects a boxer's speed. Even for an elite fighter like Manny Pacquiao, returning after years away makes it difficult to fully replicate the explosive snap of his 20s and 30s. However, his punch placement and force still remain impactful, highlighting his technical mastery. The conversation shifts to legacy, suggesting that a rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr. would matter more to the fighters themselves than to the public. While fans may debate its importance, the result would carry personal significance as a final statement in their careers. Overall, the discussion emphasizes Pacquiao's lasting power, strategic intelligence, and enduring legacy even in the later stages of his career.
Snap your punches, if you come back at 30 years old from 20 years old, But 47, he wasn't snapping no punches.
He threw him hard enough because Barrios didn't do anything.
Barrios sucks. He doesn't throw any punches.
Barrios not going to throw punches because
Barrios also has to set himself the way he wants to set himself, put his hands in a certain position, his feet in a certain position, and then he throws punches. Like he basically announces to the whole world, hey, okay, I'm going to throw a punch now. So, it's not the same thing. There was no reaction from Barrios because Barrios won't react unless he's in a set position to punch. He will not punch unless he's in any other position. So yeah, sometimes Pacquiao's hands can put him out of position. Barrios will have a punch out of when he's out of position. He's just not that kind of guy.
This idea too, and you brought it up about Pacquiao saying, "I'm going to give him that L. This is going to carry that. He's going to carry this with him the rest of his life." Is legacy secure at this point?
Yeah.
If Mayweather loses, should he, which is certainly possible.
Dan Rafael explains that a fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been carefully timed, aligning both fighters' schedules to make a September 19th matchup at Sphere in Las Vegas possible. He emphasizes that this planning is intentional, allowing both fighters to prepare properly while maximizing fan anticipation. The choice of venue reflects the scale of the event, aiming to create a spectacle rather than a traditional boxing match.
In an exhibition bout, also probably in April, but in a different location. And it sets them up on the same time schedule where if they're going to do a rematch September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, the fact that Netflix is doing it is not surprising at all. That's always been what they've been talking about doing. I think both fighters and everybody involved understands that it's one thing when everybody wanted to see the fight in 2015, you put it on pay-per-view and it's going to be a blockbuster, which it was. They charged $100 for the pay-per-view, the biggest price ever for a pay-per-view. And it set every conceivable record that you could think of in terms of gate, boxing, pay-per-view buys, overall revenue, the sponsorships, the merchandise. You pick a metric and it broke the record. That would not be the case now, 11 years down the road. Since they first fought in 2015. So they needed somebody to put up big money, and it really fits the profile of what Netflix is trying to do.
Dan Rafael highlights Netflix's role in promoting the fight, noting that it aligns with the platform's trend of supporting high-profile events that attract global attention. Unlike traditional boxing matches that rely mainly on pay-per-view, Netflix offers massive worldwide reach, expanding exposure beyond the usual audience. He explains that this partnership makes sense, as both fighters are legendary figures whose clash naturally generates hype and media coverage. The discussion also emphasizes that the fight is as much about business strategy as it is about competition. Coordinating schedules, selecting a major venue, and partnering with Netflix are all strategic moves aimed at maximizing revenue and global visibility, turning the event into a cultural moment in boxing history.
Do big events, and whatever you want to say about it, maybe not for guys like me or you who are involved in doing boxing related stuff on a daily basis, but for the regular person that's scrolling through Netflix to see what's on a weekend night, they're going to look and say, oh, Mayweather, Pacquiao, I know those guys. They're as famous as any boxers in the world. And if it doesn't cost me any extra money and I'm just paying my normal subscription, yeah, I'll check it out. And it's going to do big numbers. That's why Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson did the numbers it did. And that's why, we saw them be interested in a fight like Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua and the other events that they have done. Tyson Fury's come back as they try to, build up more in the UK. And this is going to be the same situation. They put out a lot of money to do the fight, but not as much as what obviously they generated in 2015. And, it will be, it'll be a big event, but how much of a fight?
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned, 19 minutes and 56 seconds of action. Until next time.